No bells announce it, no stars fall, no voice whispers your name in the dark. Transcendence arrives as absence, an unraveling, not a becoming. It is not fire, it is forgetting what fire meant, the signals you've been taught to wait for. Visions, voices, lightning flash epiphanies never come. It does not arrive with a crown of light or a thunderclap of realization. It simply ceases to not be there. At first, there is only a fracture, subtle, almost imperceptible, a soft dissonance in the rhythm of your breath, the sense that the air you inhale is not entirely yours. You speak, and the words feel like echoes, as if you're remembering a sentence rather than saying one. You move through your day, but a quiet part of you watches from a distance, neither judging nor interfering. That part has always been there, but now, for reasons you can't articulate, it is listening more than ever. The structures begin to soften. Identity thins like mist under morning sun. You are still you, still the person with memories and preferences and a name, but the center begins to loosen. The thoughts that used to dictate become like birdsong, present but no longer commands. You realize that what you once called self was a performance played out on the smallest stage imaginable. You were not the actor, you were the watching. Transcendence is not ascension. It is not elevation beyond humanity, nor detachment from the world. It is not an escape from form, but the understanding that form was never what you truly were. It is the quiet revelation that you are not contained in the name you carry, nor the body that walks, nor the mind that plans. These are garments, beautiful, fleeting, but not essential. To transcend is not to reach a higher plane in space. It is to fall inward, beyond the architecture of perception. It is the slow erosion of resistance, not the kind that says, I will endure, but the subtler kind, the one that clings to meaning, to outcome, to story. Once it is gone, action continues, but it is no longer tethered to desire. The process is not glamorous. There are no sacred robes, no cryptic symbols to hold. There is silence, heavy and total. There is the dissolving of questions. There is the fading of fear. Not because answers have come, but because the need for answers has passed. The veil does not tear, it fades, until you no longer remember what it was hiding. And when the veil is gone, there is stillness. Not the absence of motion, but the presence of something more fundamental, a clarity untouched by cognition. It does not judge, it does not hope, it simply is. You look upon the world, and nothing is different, yet everything is. You see the hunger of others, their desperate movement, and you no longer try to fix it. You simply recognize it for what it is, the natural shape of a soul that hasn't remembered. What remains a kind of hum, not heard but felt, older than your first breath, older than time's own self-inseam. There is no you beyond the veil, but something remembers being you. It watches, not as a watcher, but as watching itself. This is not elevation, it is saturation. The flood of what always was, beneath the fiction of what you thought was you. You do not become a god. You do not become pure. You become transparent to yourself. And in that transparency, something ancient and luminous peers through. You do not shine, it shines through you. Do not seek it. It arrives precisely when the seeking rots. Do not fear it. Fear is the shadow cast by division, and division is a dream. There is nothing to fear where there is no one left to fracture. All that remains is the current, the continuum, the eternal unfolding in which even this moment is simply another breath in the lungs of the infinite. There are no thresholds to cross. The gate was never locked. It was never even there. You only had to stop knocking and remember you were already on the other side. Transcendence is not a reward. It is not something granted to the devout or the wise. It is the natural conclusion to the unraveling of illusion. And once the threads are gone, once the stitching has come undone, you find you were never the garment at all, only the light that wore it.